What's up, everybody? Paul Sajidkorn here. Most of us can agree that eating highly processed food like a juicy hamburger, hot dogs, frozen pizza, or a bag of crisps are all bad for our health. But are we generalizing too much on the fact that all processed food are bad for us? In this video, I'm going to go over a chapter of the recently released book called Spoon-Fed, written by Tim Spector. Tim is a professor of genetic epidemiology at King's College London, and he has received many awards in personalized medicine and gut microbiome. So stay tuned as we uncover one of the biggest myths about processed food. On the whole, processed food gets a bad rap because they are usually high in calories, fat, sugar, or are nutritionally poor. But what about frozen vegetables, bread, or cheeses? So in order for us to determine whether or not processed food is bad for our health, we have to categorize the types of processed food. According to the NOVA system, it categorizes processed food into 4 categories. The first category is the unprocessed or minimally processed foods, such as fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, fish, meats, eggs, and milk. The second group contains the processed culinary ingredients that make the first category's food taste better. Some examples of the second group are herbs, spices, balsamic vinegar, garlic, and oils. The third category is the processed foods, such as oil, sugar, or salt, that are added to foods and are packaged to enhance or modify the product. Some examples include canned fish, smoked meats, cheeses, and fresh bread. The fourth and final group is called the ultra-processed food. The foods in this group are industrially produced, which contain 5 to 20 ingredients that are not made from whole food itself, but mostly from synthesized ingredients. Moreover, the food in this fourth group will have gone through various processes such as frying, high temperature steaming, and other chemical treatments that don't usually appear on the label. There are multiple evidence supporting how eating ultra-processed food is negatively affecting our gut microbiomes, as well as our hearts, brains, and metabolism. However, not all processed food are bad, especially foods that are in the third group. Even if you might not consider canned fruits to be a type of healthy food, these fruits are canned just when they're ripe, which conserves most of the nutritional value. Now, you might wonder how these canned fruits are healthy when they have to be heated before being packaged. While it is true that using heat to kill off germs will also reduce vitamin C, but many polyphenols, the natural defense chemicals found in all plants, are often increased even after a month in a can. Canned baked beans is one of the healthier processed staple foods around because they are highly nutritious, and you'll also get around 7 grams of protein along with other fiber in just half a can serving. Nuts are considered to be a type of superfood by many, even if they go through several stages of processing. For example, cashew nuts are steamed roasted to loosen the hard outer shell, which contains oil that's harmful to humans. Those cashew nuts are then peeled and then placed in an oven to make them crispier before they are packaged and sold on supermarket shelves. Another perk of eating processed food, especially those canned ones, is their prices. Most canned or frozen fruits and vegetables can cost up to 2/3 of the price when they're sold fresh. This is a very good deal for any college student out there. In fact, back when I was in college, I have a friend who used to spend 30 pounds a week just by eating canned peas and carrots. Anyway, not only that canned or frozen vegetables contain comparable micronutrients to their fresh equivalents, it's also a surprise that canned meat, such as fish, can be equally healthy. For example, canned salmon actually contains more calcium than fresh salmon because the canning process softens the small fish bones, making them edible. So yes, there are tons of evidence suggesting that eating fresh, unprocessed whole foods are better for the body. But let's not jump to our conclusions too quickly when we think of processed food. And that would do it, guys. Don't freak out if another COVID lockdown forces you to grab those canned foods off the shelf. Please like or subscribe the video if you have found the information useful. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, take it easy and I'll see you in the next one.